And aloha, welcome to Talk Story, Maui's longest running talk show. I've been here 30 years plus, and I've just kind of reminiscing a little bit with Blake. Oh, I got a squeak in my microphone here. Blake Moore is with the Pacific Whale Foundation, and I'm so glad you could make it in. Blake, you've been with the Pacific Whale Foundation 14 years now, right?
Yeah, 14 years total, 13 years running.
And I love your title. Not many people can say they're Vessel Operations Director. That's kind of a cool title. I'm going to go Facebook Live, Cindy Paulos, if you want. I'm just going to start this because there's a lot going on. This is a super, super busy week. First of all, there was the Run and Walk for the Rails this last Saturdays was happening. And it did get a little weather. It got a little bit of weather.
Kept it cool for him out there.
And now we got the big week, and I'm very excited about what's coming up this Friday. 8 short films at the EAO Theater, folks. Now, this is the first time. There's been films before, but mostly on the west side, or a couple times down in, I think, Wailea. Mm-hmm. But, you've never done the EAO Theater, and I think this is going to be a huge event. And it's this Friday. It starts at 6 o'clock. Doors open at 5:30. And you're going to have some big-name people there and a lot of great short films. Maybe you can give us a rundown a little bit about what you got lined up.
Yeah, sure. Well, thanks for having us. This is all part of the World Whale Film Festival that's going on here at the historic EAO Theater. We're very excited about that. Our special guest and film presenter, Kimie Werner, is going to be there. Number one in the world for the spear fishing and a free diver. And she's actually got her own little short film that she's going to be presenting, and that's called Finding a Way. Really interesting title. I love that one because we hear all the time, oh, we're going to throw this away, or we're going to throw that away. But where is a way? Where is that exactly?
Is a way, right?
And so she's helping us to kind of explore that idea of where is a way. When we say we're throwing our trash there,
where's there, right?
Yeah, where's there? So that's going to take place, and this film festival is unique. Most of our events at Pacific Whale Foundation are designed to, all of them, to go around our mission of protecting the oceans through science and advocacy and inspiring environmental stewardship. So this film's going to do that through, presenting a few different problems that our ocean's facing, and then to give us some solutions for that. So a little bit of a unique twist. We've went out and found people from all over the world, from Indonesia to here in Hawaii. And they're going to tell us what problems exist out there in their worlds and how they're helping to protect those oceans in their unique ways.
I like it. So solutions as well as problems and solutions.
That's right.
Wonderful, because it could be overwhelming if we just think of the problems, that's for sure. It's nice to have solutions. And I was really impressed with some of the powerful women you've invited this year, too. I think we have to give a shout-out to Marina. To a degree. I know she's been working on this hard as well, right?
Yeah, she's our event planner, does an excellent job. Everything from the Run Walk for the Whales to the Kie 4th Friday that's coming up, where we'll celebrate Whale Day alongside that. Also here, at the World Whale Film Festival. So, Marina does a great job working tirelessly to provide our local community here with ways to get involved with the environment, with our organization, and to show their support for our seasonal visitors here at the Humpback Whales. So,
absolutely. There's a lot of great people behind the scenes here that we never see. You're out there with the vessels, and of course, this is the time to get out and see the whales.
Absolutely.
The rain has stopped, the sun is out, the whales are playing. And you're doing whale watches from, 6 in the morning?
Oh, they go out. Yeah, our sunrise whale watches will kick things off out of both harbors. So if you're looking to get out on the water, it's February. Peak season is here. Whales are everywhere. And there's nothing more exciting than being on board a Pacific Whale Foundation vessel with our eco team out there, the certified college-educated marine naturalists that are, really educated to tell you about what's happening and interpret the behavior of humpback whales. Something unique to Pacific Whale Foundation is that you're actually going to learn what they're doing and the why behind that, as much as science knows. So our research department with Jens Curry and Stephanie Stack, they do an excellent job of helping us to educate these young professionals that come out and work on board our vessels to help give really the most cutting-edge, up-to-date information on humpback whales, it is the perfect time to be out on the water.
What kind of whale watches do you have going, Blake?
Yeah, so this is the first year that we're doing things a little bit different. We have our classic whale watch. We've been in operation for 38. This will be 39 years. So you can go on our classic whale watch, but we've expanded our offerings. We've listened to our guest, and we are now offering the classic whale watch along with a whale watch plus. So if you're looking for a smaller group experience, you can get out on a 149 passenger vessel with 70 individuals and explore that particular side of whale watching here in Maui County, something brand new for us. So ask about the Whale Watch Plus. There's also the Whale Watch Deluxe, where you can get on the water, go have lunch with us, and we're the only organization doing 3-hour whale watches on the water. So go out, feed you some lunch, tell you about the whales, have a little time to go and explore areas that aren't always accessible from the harbors.
It's always miraculous. It is so powerful when you see those whales, and I've had some amazing moments out there with the whales. If anyone has not gotten out this year, do it. And if people are watching that are not from Maui and coming in, you've got to do it. It's really, truly the highlight.
It's a highlight
of many people's visit to Maui.
Sure.
It's very, very, very special.
Yeah, some of the largest animals that that they're ever going to see, and you get to come really face to face with these individuals. So,
yeah, absolutely. And of course, people can always go online and look up what's going on at the Pacific Whale Foundation site. There's actually 2 sites, and we don't want to confuse people.
That's right.
Because there's the MauiWhaleFestival.org, which we're going to jump into next.
That's right.
And then there's the Pacific Whale Foundation site, which you look at when you want to book whale watch cruises. And the Pacific Whale Foundation site is?
PacificWhale.org, or you can find our cruises online at PacWhale.com. Either one, you can get to either one.
I didn't know about Pac. That's new.
Yeah, so we're really trying to make sure that we are pointing back to our research. So the Pacific Whale Foundation is supported through our eco adventures. So all the tours that we're operating on the water are giving back 100% of those proceeds, those profits back into the nonprofit. If you're looking to find out more about our research, conservation, education efforts, the website really for you is pacificwhale.org. If you're looking to jump specifically into our tours that'll support that nonprofit work, you can go to pacwhale.com, find us either one, just get you to the cruises a little faster. And both of them will interface with the other. You can jump back and forth between.
I've got to get out there. I told you before I got on there, I haven't been out this year. I'm getting the Joneses for getting out there, and I will. This coming Friday, we're going to go back to this, and I was really thrilled to see that you invited Kimie Werner. She's going to be emceeing it, of sorts, isn't she?
That's right.
She's going to be there doing it.
She'll be the presenter doing her film, and then, of course, the other really amazing films that we have sought out from all over the world. Everyone from Madison Stewart, you may be aware of her. In years past, we had the Blue film, and she's one of the ambassadors for Blue.
And she's also really got a whole important cause, which people may not be totally aware of, which is about what's going on with the shark population.
That's exactly right. Yeah, some of you guys may be aware of the shark finning problem that's happening around the world.
It's terrible.
Absolutely terrible. So she's looking for unique ways in Indonesia, specifically, to take these communities that are out shark finning and finding a way to try to turn that into a tourism business where they can make a living for their families without going out and raping the oceans.
Yeah, no, it's just awful what happens. And it happens not just there, it happens around the world.
All over the world.
It does. And I heard you've got Paige Alms coming.
We got Paige Alms, world champ big wave surfer, so definitely don't want to miss Paige. She's going to be talking about her film Trashy Selfie Project. So it's a way for the individuals to get involved. Again, this whole film festival is about what are the issues and how can you as an individual be involved and help out with the issues that different people are facing, not just Pacific Whale Foundation, not just here, in the North Pacific. So we really wanted to provide an opportunity for this to be a world, the World Whale Film Festival. So, come and hear more from, Madison. And then, Kimie's going to do a great job. I just can't wait for that.
And you were telling me, too, I was excited about this. We were just talking about a year ago. It's funny because I had posted something from the interview I did with Christian, a friend of mine who now, John Neff, said, oh, my gosh, now what happened? How come Christie's CEO? Because what happened to Greg? Well, I guess the word hadn't totally got out there yet from other people, but Greg passed away last year. He battled brain cancer, and he passed away right at the beginning of the whale season last year.
Yeah, it's right about this time of year.
Right about this time, I think the 10th.
Yeah, we lost our fearless leader, and but he lives in each one of us in the office each day, and the mission and the vision of Pacific Well Foundation continues, and it's stronger than ever.
Absolutely, and you're going to have a little short of a film that's being done about him.
That's right. Yeah, it's a really inspiring, and so for those of you that don't know the story of Pacific Well Foundation and Greg's story, he started really as nothing. There wasn't a Pacific Well Foundation. It was one individual who was using his voice to protect our oceans. That turned into the organization you see today, and the individuals like myself who are there working to protect our oceans. But this is the story of Greg's life and how he used his voice for the whales and to protect our oceans. And it's incredibly powerful. So the premiere of the trailer of this movie will be shown. So it's really something you're not going to want to miss. Just the trailer itself will move you. I can't wait for the film to be completed, but we will be, premiering the trailer of that. And if for no other reason, if Kimie is not enough, Madison, Paige, some of you guys know Ed Lyman. He's working in the wake of giants, so he's the leader here, and freeing the humpback whales, or at least assessing them. If those guys don't move you to come, you should come watch the premiere of this. The film. A Voice for the Whales. It's a really powerful. I just watched it this morning. It's an incredible thing.
Oh, did you get to see? It's usually down to the last minute getting the finishing touches. I'm sure some of these people doing the shorts are really going, we got to make this right, we've got to do last minute stuff. But it's a big deal. And you're doing, it's so nice for only $10, folks, to see 8 of these short films. Now, if you want the $10 price, you got to go right now to MauiWhaleFestival.org. Price goes up to $15 at the door. So I would recommend doing it right away. And
go on the website at the top. You'll see the little bars like all the other websites. Click on the film festival at the top, and it'll have a spot right there to buy tickets. Get those in advance. This will sell out.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah, the film festival sells out every year. We are doing it at EAL, so it'll be a popular location as well as some really popular people. These are world-renowned folks, that are coming and speaking. So it's an opportunity to see folks from around the world. These are highly sought-after speakers everywhere.
Yeah.
We're bringing them all to one spot, and $10 to get in. It's a really great opportunity, to do something for the local community. It's something the entire family can afford. So
on top
bring
of
the
that,
family.
you can get there early at 5:30, and there's going to be some booths.
Yeah, 5 o'clock actually. The booths will. So there'll be some booths there for you guys to check out. Some of the conservation opportunities for you here locally and abroad. So come check out the booths. Get there early. Get yourself. Set up and learning, educate yourself. That's what the film festival is all about. We want to empower you, the individuals, to really see what's going on, give you information so you can make the changes in your own life. And we're not going to tell you how to do it. We're going to give you some options, show you what other people are doing. We're trying to inspire people toward environmental stewardship and to take that first step or maybe the next step to do what you can to help protect our oceans. So it's a really powerful.
We said powerful at the same time.
I
guess it's powerful. Well, let's move on to the next exciting thing, which is going to be, everyone remembers their favorite whale day.
Sure.
I must have gone to at least 20 of them. A couple times I was traveling, but it was always quite an amazing thing. So things changed up some, and last year I don't think there was a whale day.
Nope.
But this year, what's happening is you've got some unbelievably great entertainment happening for free on Friday the 22nd, which happens to be at Fourth Friday in Kihei. Now, Fourth Friday is always a great party anyway, but big news, drum roll please, you have got, announce the lineup.
Yeah, yes, we have Paula Fuga, Anuhea, and Kimie. So there's going to be some great, this actually is a zero waste event, which is one of the initiatives of Pacific Well Foundation to show people we can do events here, zero waste, and we do that through the help of our friends at Huiel. Come and enjoy this amazing event.
That's
Paula Fuga,
Anuhea,
Kimie. It's amazing. Yeah, and so it's free, and we've teamed up with, as you mentioned, Kihei Fourth Friday. We are very appreciative toward the County of Maui, toward helping to support this, to be able to get these folks in. So we received a grant from the county this year to bring back World Whale Day, and we're partnering with Kihei Fourth Friday, a very successful group. And as you say, it's always a party at Kihei Fourth Friday, and we're just going to go and you help those folks to make it a really special event for the whales. So we encourage everyone, mark your calendars, February the 22nd, World Whale Day, returning to Kimie, partnering with Kimie Fourth Friday.
Get down there early, folks. Because, you want to get parking and everything.
Absolutely.
And this is a huge lineup. And, I mean, I booked Anuhea before, and she draws thousands of people. And, I mean, I know her manager and everything. I think it's okay to say she's not a cheap artist.
She's not.
So you invested some money on this wonderful event. And, of course, she's friends with Paula Fuga. And then Kimie is like a hot, new, unbelievably happening artist as well.
Absolutely.
So here you have these great artists coming. And believe me, there's going to be a big crowd down there. So,
for sure, yeah.
So if you want to get up close and personal, you better get down there early to get your spot, But there's always other fun things going on for Fourth Friday. Besides the music, I don't know why you'd ever leave if you got a good spot. But maybe you send someone out. You come with, you do a tag team.
There you go.
Someone holds your space near the stage while they go and get the food, right? Someone else go get the food and brings it back, right?
Go get the food. Check out these booths. So if you're interested, Pacific Whale Foundation, Jens and our research team will be there. So it's really a great opportunity to get involved with Kimie Fourth Friday, get involved with Pacific Whale Foundation, learn more about the organization. We love questions, and we love making sure people really understand what we're doing as an organization. It's really important for our, you folks, who live here on Maui to understand what our organization is doing. Get behind it. Let's work together and protect this beautiful ocean that we have here. The Kimie Fourth Friday World Whale Day is one of many opportunities that you're going to have through the Maui Whale Festival. So go on that website, mauiwhalefestival.org. Check out all of our really fun, amazing events that are going to... And don't forget, Pacific Whale Foundation, always 40% off. We're the Kama'aina company.
Thank you. I forgot.
So,
I think a lot of people don't realize that. And 40% off is huge.
Oh, it's... Yeah.
I mean, you're just about doing 50%. And 40% is a great deal. And your whale watches are very affordable anyway.
Absolutely.
And I want to take a moment to really emphasize how you've embraced being eco-conscious, and in many, many ways, from your vessels to the store to this event. And you were also, I think, at the run also.
Absolutely.
Doing it. Explain how that works with, first of all, the vessels.
Sure, yeah. So lots of green initiatives always going on with the vessels. We're in the process of designing another new vessel, to make sure that we're updating the fleet. Mm-hmm. We are the first company here in Maui County and in the state of Hawaii to be using a tree-free cup. So if you've never seen a tree-free cup without a plastic liner inside, you're going to see those. We carried the biocompostable cups for years on our vessels. We've moved away because we don't yet have a commercial composting facility on our island. So lots of fun ways that we're going about trying to protect our oceans. We've removed all straws. We have bamboo straws. And
I know you sell in the store.
And on the boats.
And on the boats.
And on the boats. We actually have stainless steel cups for the first time. We just did a pilot program. We're getting ready to order some more. So if you're looking for, stainless steel cups, we have those on board the vessels. And I'm looking to push those out into the future to make these a collector series every year. Come out and collect your stainless steel cups.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, we're trying to move completely away from any kind of paper products. That's our initiative, to eventually get there on our vessels. And so this is a way for people to come out and support that and say, we really want that.
As I remember, because when I interviewed Greg, and I interviewed him so many times over the years, he'd always be coming and say, I've got a new vessel and it's totally eco-friendly. And it would be like, oh, another one? Yep. He loved collecting vessels like some people collect. I don't know what compared to what, but he was amazing.
Cars, ideas.
Yeah, more than cars. You'd have more than cars. I was going to say cars, but no, when you get the many. But he was one of the first to really do biodiesel. That's
right. Yeah. And we've been in talks actually with biodiesel again, to try to make sure we're looking to move to 100% biodiesel. There's some challenges with that with the manufacturers of some of these engines, but I've met with Mr. King, over at the biodiesel, Maui Biodiesel, and he's assured us that, hey, this stuff is good. So we're trying to work with manufacturers and with them to move toward 100% biodiesel. That's one of our initiatives for this year.
So are you taking over the buying of boats, ships, or vessels, I should call them, not boats?
Yeah, I'm one of the guys that's...
You're the vessel buyer now?
Well, the banks are doing that for us, but I am the guy that's responsible for helping in the design and making sure that all the features of these vessels are meeting our mission to protect the ocean through science and advocacy. So, everything from whale guards, to the types of engines we're using to make sure that, they're of the highest quality. The tier 3, tier 4 engines out there, which basically just deals with the amount of emissions. There's some challenges locally. It's near impossible to get biodiesel into Lahaina Harbor right now.
I did not realize that.
Just with some of the rules and contracts they have with the fuel supplier, but Eliza Leeser, so we're going to look to do that. There's always hurdles.
Who would have thought?
We're looking to make some changes, continuing always, to make these changes from small things such as cups on the boat to the designs of the new vessels, trying to make them long enough and fuel efficient.
And it's really difficult. A lot of people haven't been able to address the plastic bottles and water that people use. And you go to any of these huge events, and how many bottles of plastic water do you see trashed at the end, right? Or thrown by the side of the road if there's
thrown away, right?
Yeah. So that's a big issue. And at the event, the big Fourth Friday event happening in Kimie, February 22nd, right?
That's right. Yeah, and February 22nd. It's going to be a zero waste event. So
if
you want to
do that, I want to know, because I think it's important for people to realize you can do it.
You can do it. It's one of our things we want to make sure people come and see, and then we'll talk about it after. We want you to come and see how a zero waste event actually takes place. Telling you is one thing, seeing it is another. So come and check us out on February 22nd. It's really unique, and we're always looking for fun ways, to keep pushing that envelope. But, this whole next year, you're going to see Pacific Wildlife Nation focusing on single-use plastics and removing those from, home, from work, from your travels, and from your events. So you can look for that. We're going to kick off this big campaign in June.
That's new. I didn't know that.
Yeah, we're going to help the island to see how to do that at home, work, everywhere. And our event here in February is going to be one of our first displays of a zero waste event. So come and check us out. It's a really fun event. Also that, the film festival, I can't say enough how fun that's going to be, an interactive small group. So please, get those tickets in advance. I know you're going to wait. It's going to be too late.
Been there a lot, but I think it's about 500 to 600 seats. Do you remember? I don't remember how many, but it's not huge.
It's not huge. Yeah. So you want to make sure you get those in advance. Some really big names. If you haven't, look them up, write them down. Madison Stewart, Paige Alms, the Hoa Aina of Haena, which is a group from Kauai. It's going to show us how they're doing things sustainably over there.
I hadn't heard about that one.
It's a really fun spot. So if you want to hear how they're doing sustainable fisheries and living on the island of Kauai, there's really something for everyone. So come check us out.
Ho'ohena?
Hoa Aina of Haena.
Okay, I didn't. That's a new one.
Haena is a place on Kauai.
Okay.
And then Hoa Aina is their group. Hoa Aina of Haena.
And they're going to be there?
They're going to be there also. That's one of the 8 short films. Ed Lyman also with The Sanctuary. He kind of bounces back and forth here in the Pacific. Was in the Atlantic for a while.
He's tied with the National Marine Sanctuary?
That's right. Yep. Yeah, so Ed Lyman will be presenting his film In the Wake of Giants. You'll see how they go about rescuing these large humpback whales, or sei whales even at one point. So it'll be a really fun event, diversified enough that anyone there is going to find something of interest. And I will guarantee you, come check us out. You're going to be impressed with the films that are there. It's one of the most unique film festivals anywhere in the world. You have it right here, and it's only $10.
Yeah, I know people don't realize. I've helped a few people with putting on events, and just doing even one film or a couple films, it's huge. It's a lot of work, and to try to put on, I'm not going to say try, because you're going to do it.
We're going to do it.
8 short films is a lot of work. You get a lot of action going on behind the scenes, getting one up and ready, one ready to go, and then you have the people in between talking, and so this is a lot of work doing
it's a lot
this.
Of work.
And so $10 for 8 short films, plus you're seeing the people who are very involved and speaking. You'd pay more than that for seeing some of these people speak. So,
absolutely. Yeah, some of these people do have speaking events. They, aren't showing their film. They just do speaking events, and you're going to pay more than that at some of these events. So come check out the film. Let them tell you directly, what they're doing and why. And where else can you see a world-class, #1 in the world, spear fisher lady, A big wave surfer, Ed Lyman, he's freeing humpback whales. You see a group of folks on Koi.
Do that diving, free diving takes such amazing breath control. I mean,
she'll tell you all about it. Come check us out. We're going to make sure you're there, Cindy.
Well, I definitely want to go there because, you're going down. Usually, how deep do you do free diving? Do you know?
Me? I'm going to be 40 or 50 feet. Her,
I'm not going to make 40.
I have no idea, but I would say, it's, we have some staff that can hit 100 feet. So if she's
seriously?
Oh yeah, so
they
she's
go down
world class.
100 feet.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So she's way over that. I'm going to ask her at this event. She can come in and give us some pointers on getting down to some of these moorings we're going to try to find out there.
So there was a lot of talk earlier in the season about not quite as many whales, and they were wondering if climate change and what could be causing what, etc. But is it just kind of a late thing, or the whales late this year? You're seeing it totally full force now, or still a few less than typically? I know you did the whale count.
Yeah, we had a lot of whales at the whale count, and that's it's an interesting question, and they're looking at trends, and so there's really not an answer to that question. They have noticed in the last couple of years, some anecdotal evidence that maybe there's a slight decline in the number of whales, but nothing scientific. No one can say for sure that's absolutely true. There's a lot of talks. And Pacific Whale Nation and Jens Curry and Stephanie Stack are involved in those conversations. I can tell you anecdotally, if you get yourself on a vessel and come out to Maui County, you're not going to see any difference.
Yeah.
This is science talking, and they're looking at a holistic approach. The whales are absolutely amazing. I would guarantee if you're on a boat this week, you're not going to tell any difference. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of whales out there. I was just out this past weekend. We're picking between 5 or 6 different pods of animals just within the range of our vessel in 10 or 15 minutes. There are a lot of whales on the ocean.
Do you get out every day?
I don't get out every day. I'm in the office, unfortunately, but I do get the videos and the photos. So,
speaking of that, let's tell people about the app, because this is new and it's wonderful.
Yeah, well, so there's the app, which is Whale and Dolphin Tracker, that some Pacific Whale Nation has paid for to design. And our eventual goal is to get other companies around the world and here in Maui involved, where we can start collecting data on where these whales are at. But if you want to just follow what we're doing out there, you want to see what's happening day to day on board, you can find us on Instagram. You can find us on Facebook. Our staff are out there when they're getting photos or videos of these whales doing these extraordinary events on the water. We're going to post those for the world to see.
Facebook is a good place to go. Now, you know what? I personally, I don't know why I haven't been following it, but I'm going to, because I love seeing the instant gratification of seeing, and I love seeing whales. Speaking of that, I do want to give a shout out to our friends at the Maui Ocean Center. Have you had a chance to see the immersive experience?
I haven't. I know we've been highly involved. As a matter of fact, the Whale and Dolphin Tracker we're having on the vessels.
Mm-hmm. I saw it. It's on a table there.
As we update live on the ocean, it's popping up. Our sightings at Pacific Whale Nation are being shown at the Maui Ocean Center within their new exhibit. You can see where we're seeing whales on the water live as it happens.
Yeah.
So we've worked, and I know that I'm going there soon.
Well, the 10th
to do that.
The 10th is their big grand soft opening. I went to the one that they had for media. And I'd been hearing about it for a long time. And it's different than you can imagine, because you can't experience it until you're there.
Right.
Amazing sound system, and you literally are leaning back in this dome with 4K video of what was shot right off Maui there from the Maui whales. And you literally feel like you're under the whales, and they're huge. And you, with this ultra-dimensional experience, you feel like they're right there. You
Absolutely.
they look live. They look live. With
the
sound
video
and
inside there, I believe, was pulled off of an IMAX movie, so it's definitely very cool. So go in and check out the Pacific Whale Foundation sightings live on their table.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or come out on the boats and be a part of that. If you're Kama'aina, use that 40% discount. We are determined to make sure that we are the Kama'aina company, so there's really no better place to be out on the water than with Pacific Whale Foundation. With our highly educated and really talented interpreters out there on the water. You're going to learn more than what you could ever imagine. So come out and join us. We'd love to have you.
The best number to call to book a whale watch is what?
Locally is 249-8811.
Good. That's the number I had memorized before, but I know there's other numbers now, so I got confused.
1-800-WHALE-11 if you're not from here, you're listening, from somewhere on the mainland. Call our 1-800 number, 1-800-WHALE, WHALE 11. We'll get you directly into the same location as our 249-8811 local. Yeah, the local number. So give us a call or go online. Even better, packwhale.com will take you straight to those cruises and come out and join us. We have all types of cruises. Every Saturday night we have a stargazing cruise if you want to hear from Harriet Witt.
Harriet is amazing. I'm so glad you brought that up because Harriet I've known for years, and she just loves the stars and understands them so personally.
Amazing.
That when you go out, now that's an evening one?
Yep. So Friday night you can come see Marty.
Marty on the water. Friday here in Malaya.
Saturday in Lahaina. If you're looking for romantic or just an evening to sit back and relax and enjoy those stars, every Saturday night. We changed that this year. So every week, there's no excuse not to be on the water if you're visiting here on a beautiful romantic evening. We'll watch the sunset on a cocktail cruise, and then Harriet will dive in and explore, the heavenly bodies above you. And it's really an experience that, you just can't describe it well enough. Go out and check those things out.
She's magical. I mean, Harriet is just, she's a wealth of information, and she understands it so well. She's been here for years and years and years doing that. And she did it, I think, with the hotels. I don't know if she still may be or not. I know when you have the film festival in with the Barry Rivers, he always has her out there doing some of that stuff.
Right.
And when you're out there looking up and actually having someone describe it to you, I mean, it's a little different than any other. You may have an app telling you what the stars are overhead, but believe me,
it's a different experience.
It's a different experience, and you're out there in the boat looking up and seeing the stars right over your head and understanding. And she understands the history and the interaction and the whole thing. So
and the culture of it also. She was one of those that was helping the crew of Hokulea. To learn celestial navigation and to understand those bodies.
Really?
So she talks a little bit about that on board the vessel.
I did not know that she was doing that too.
Yeah, so really, if you're looking for an experience on the water, Pacific Wealth Nation's got it for you, from dinner cruises to music cruises, star cruises, whale watches,
and
snorkel trips.
I adore Marty. He was out there last Saturday doing the music as well.
Yeah, selling out almost every week. So you want to get those in advance.
Yeah.
I
didn't know he was selling out almost every week.
Oh, selling out almost every week. Yeah, so make sure you get Marty's tickets also in advance for our Island Rhythms cruise. So all weekend long we got something.
He swears the whales like island music.
I believe they do. If you're out there with him, you would know. They
have you
tend
done
to
it?
respond.
Have you gone
I've been out with him a few different times. Yeah, and the whales are, always amazing. And I won't say that they enjoy the music because I don't.
He swears.
But
he swears they like it, and it's.
But I'm sure.
Was it Bob Marley's birthday today?
Yeah, we all like it, so I can't imagine the whales don't. So you come out and be the judge for yourself if the whales are responding to that music. But we'd love to have you out, and we appreciate our time.
People get up and dance actually on that.
Oh man, if they don't, the cruise was a bust if you don't get up. So we've got some new lights out there. We've redesigned that cruise, and it's all new. So come out and see the new Island Rhythms cruise with new lights and new sound system.
I didn't know that.
Marty's not new, but that's a good thing. He's been around. He's as good as he always was. So. Come out and check out all the different offerings we have.
So the big news is that, and just out, I mean, literally, I just found out today. I'd heard about Anuhea for 4th Friday for your special Maui Whale Festival event on 4th Friday.
That's right.
On February 22nd.
That's right.
But I had not heard that you got Kimie, and I had not heard you got Paula Fuga, although Paula and Anuhea have toured together before. They're friends.
Right.
So, and they sometimes actually, I've seen them get up and play together too. So you might even have some special combinations of Paula getting up and singing with Anuhea.
There's always surprises at World Whale Day. So, come out and join us on the 22nd. Don't forget this weekend, Friday, February the 8th, starting at 5 o'clock. Those booths are going to open.
I thought it was 5:30, so I'm glad but the doors open at 5:30.
Yeah, but the booths are going to be there, at 5 for you. And then there's, at the Y Bar after, you can go and check out, and have, continue the discussion there. Lots of fun stuff. We're trying to get the community involved. There's Haleakala National Park. If you haven't been up to the national park and you live here, every first and third Saturday, we take folks up to the park for free.
I didn't know that one.
We'll pay for your admission to the top. We'll send you up.
Tell me about this. Is brand new to me. So the first and third, what day?
Yeah, first and third Saturdays of every month, we do a volunteer on vacation program. We work with the National Park Service, and we're removing invasive species from the park. So we'll have a park individual with us there. And we'll go out and remove some invasive species. You'll learn a little bit about your national park.
Where do you leave from?
We leave from Ma'alai, and we'll pick up in Pukalani if you live up country. So you don't need to drive. We'll pay for the gas. We'll pay for the entrance.
So is it in the morning and it's a full day thing?
It is it's about 7 hours.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and they'll leave, volunteer on vacation. I'll have to check the exact time for that, but it is around the midday that we're up there. But on Saturdays, if you're looking for, if you've never been to the park or you've only been to the park and don't really understand. I just don't want to do that
long drive up and down, so this is perfect. So
we'll do it for you, and we'll have you down before it gets dark. So it's really the perfect opportunity to visit.
Do you go into, I think they're texting you to let you know, but see, they're listening.
We go into the national park and work with them.
You go down sliding sands, or do you?
Not always. Sometimes at the Summit District, sometimes at Pu'unia Niao, which is around the park entrance. We'll do a little hike through Hosmer Grove and learn a little bit.
Hosmer. I love it.
We'll go through Hosmer, so we'll tell you a little bit of the history of that.
I'm going to do that for sure.
Great. Yeah, come check us out. So lots of cool stuff. You can also find Pacific Whale Nation at Papavai Point if you want to go and ask questions about the whales without being on a boat.
That's just past McGregor out there.
Right past McGregor on the left. The scenic overlook that you see on the way to Lahaina.
And when are you doing that?
7 days a week. We have a staff member out there from 8 in the morning to around 1 in the afternoon. So go out and check us out if you just have questions.
They have binoculars and everything? So?
We have binoculars that are free to use. We'll answer any questions that you might have. It's just someone up there giving information for people that are wondering what is that spout out there. We want people to really understand. So really the heartbeat of the organization is knowledge and, helping people to understand what's going on. You can also find us Tuesdays and Thursdays at the Marriott down in Wailea. We're on the little pathway there also. So all those are part of our nonprofit efforts.
So what are you doing down at the Marriott?
Also just educating. We have whale song. We have binoculars, and we have a staff member down there telling people about the ocean, but primarily the humpback whales that they're seeing from the nearshore environments.
I just think that's fantastic. There's really even more going on. And what we didn't even get into, and I'm expecting Ao Shao Lin to call in. Ben, Ben because it's Chinese New Year. But he hasn't called yet. So while I'm waiting I know he's busy. I understand. There's a lot of banging of gongs going on because it's a big,
yes.
Hopefully he didn't get hung up on an airplane somewhere. But there's another thing that's really important we haven't covered yet, and that's the keikis.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, our keiki whale watches. That's going out on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Our education team is doing an excellent job. We've been to Molokai twice this year. Really exciting, for us, and hopefully, the school kids over there. We had some excellent weather for that. And so we're taking the school kids out. I think there was some that wanted to get out there, but they didn't have the opportunity. So we sent a boat back over. So we're taking folks out. The keiki from Lanai and from Molokai, and of course every Tuesday and Thursday here from Maui. And all that's part of our nonprofit effort. So if you're looking to get on a boat, there's a little less opportunity for you on Tuesdays and Thursdays while we take time for our keiki here on the island. But it is a big part of the organization. It's always something that was really important to Greg, and it continues to be important to us to make sure we're educating the local communities here on these humpback whales, taking these kids face to fin with these whales. It's a really amazing.
I like that term.
It's really an amazing opportunity. If you've never seen a kid see a humpback whale for the first time, it's an experience that drives us each year to continue this program.
It is so important, and and there's always been this wonderful education process, and nothing is more important than seeing those kids being able to see what it's like out in the ocean, to be learning, to be watching, and to be in awe and be able to experience that magic that you experience when you see not only whales, but they get out and they get to see the dolphins and turtles.
The turtles. Yeah, so it's really an amazing experience.
There's kids camp still?
There is still kids camps, and those are having, basically if school's out, our kids camp is in. So our education team is actually in the classrooms also this year. So we have a life-size whale that we can blow up in a gymnasium. So if you're a leader of a school or a community event and you're interested in learning more about humpback whales, Harry, our inflatable whale, can be blown up. It's a full-size
Is that the whale you used to have on the parade?
No, we retired that one. We smelled like a decaying whale, so we had to get it. Yeah, we had to get another one.
Now
But
it's Harry. And how did he get the name Harry?
it came to us.
I mean, Harry for a whale sounds a little strange. I'm sorry.
Well, believe it or not, they're mammals, and they do have hair on their little tubercles on their heads. So one of the things you might learn on our vessels. But it came to us. That was, his name was Harry when he came to Pacific Whale Foundation. So
And
we're
he's
keeping
about,
that.
what, 20 feet?
He's about 45 feet.
Oh, he's big.
He's a life-size humpback whale.
Wow.
So you're going to see the same length, and kids get to walk through a humpback whale and see, where some of the organs would be located inside.
You can walk into the whale.
You can walk into this inflatable whale. It's a big balloon that kids get to walk into. It's a really cool experience for them.
What's that biblical reference about Jonah?
Yeah,
okay.
Jonah being in a whale. So we won't keep you in there for 4 days, but or for 3 days. But we'll definitely, we really want to make sure that kids understand the biology of the whales and really get not just see the whales and say, oh, that was really cool, but we give them enough information that they will be a part of our communities moving forward and protecting this really important special species here in Hawaii. So that's the heartbeat of what we're doing, hopefully to inspire kids.
I like that you keep bringing in the heartbeat of what you're doing, because I think it sounds like you've got more than just your mind going on, because you got your heart into it.
It really is.
Which is so valuable and important. And I was talking to Christy a few weeks ago, and she brought up this important fact that I loved also. Was it last year or the year before in summer where it was the one about a plastic ocean? Did you see that plastic ocean?
I sure did.
Was that last year?
That was last year.
And that one was at the EL, and that was really big, right?
That's right. And we also showed it at the Maui Ocean Center after. So we had a couple of showings
I didn't know you
of a
showed
plastic
it at the
ocean.
Maui Ocean Center.
We sure did. Yeah, right there at their restaurant Seascape. So we had a great event there as well.
Well, cool. But one thing people may not know that I found out is that you got a grant, and now you're able to show that film in the schools, and and the Pacific Whale Foundation has taken that film out. And now, children usually are the ones that are most caring these days about making an eco difference, and they were able to see what's happened. And I would, have loved to see their reaction when they saw this film, and what they thought about that.
Absolutely.
But it's not too late. If you're in a school, if you're a teacher, if you want your school to air, actually it's not air, this is a film.
Yeah, show.
To show this film, the Pacific Whale Foundation is actually taking it out to schools.
That's right, yeah. And you can contact us and ask for Education Department. Robin can help get that set up, as well as the Keiki Whale Watches. So, yeah, if you're thinking Pacific Whale Foundation, when you think Pacific Whale Foundation, most people see the boats and, but it's such a deep organization. I just encourage anyone that's, unfamiliar with that concept and that paradigm, that it's more than a boating operation. I remember Greg always used to tell me, he would come in, sit in my office. I'm the vessel operations director. He'd say, Blake, I have no interest in running a boating company. We're an environmental company that uses our platform on these boats to operate a nonprofit organization. So it really is a unique organization that uses these vessels, uses eco tours to demonstrate proper environmental practices that people can put into place when they go home. And then the profits from those cruises are going back in to educate people on the shorelines, to take kids out on Molokai, Lanai, Maui, to do all types of this conservation work, showing of plastic oceans, doing Maui film festivals, or the World Whale Film Festival at EL. So it's a really deep organization from Haleakala National Park,
and not
Mauka to
just here
Makai.
on Maui. People may not know this, but you have an organization set up and have for years in Australia as well.
And in Ecuador. And folks may not even know that we have been funding a blue whale project in Chile
I
for many
remember
years.
Greg was saying he was going down there and speaking there quite a bit, and he wanted to start something, but I didn't know it was actually underway.
Yeah, it was already underway. They had lost funding, and they were getting ready to have to shut down a blue whale project. Pacific Whale Foundation picked up the bill, and we've been doing that every year since.
I've never seen a blue whale. Have you?
I have not personally.
They're huge.
I love them in the National Geographics, but I haven't ever seen them. A lot of our staff have.
They're really, they're
the largest animal they believe it's ever lived on planet Earth.
Some of them are twice as large as the humpback whales.
Yeah, 100 feet. Yeah. So yeah,
can you imagine seeing that? Gosh,
I can't imagine, but I would love to. So yeah, but we have an operation in Australia. So if you folks are listening and you're headed down to Harvey Bay, we are
in Harvey Bay.
Harvey Bay. So we have a research operation.
Is that white whale still there? Greg, you also
Migaloo.
There's the white whale still
Migaloo
there?
is down in the South Pacific. Yep. And so every now and then it'll
Not
show
Moby.
itself. Not Moby. That's that was a sperm whale. But the totally white whale, which is Migaloo in Australia. We are always out, on the lookout for that. Our research programs are running down there as well. So, get involved. Check out the organization.
Well,
We'd love to invite you guys to come join
The
us.
legacy is huge. The legacy of what was started by Greg all those years ago, it's so beautiful to think it's carried on and is doing all this amazing work. And, there's organizations maybe, but there's nothing else in Hawaii like the Pacific Whale Foundation.
No, there's not.
You can go, there's nothing that has really developed like the Pacific Whale Foundation.
Yeah, and it was really a grassroots thing that started, and that's why I'm such, proud member of the organization is, it really started from people just like you and I who just wanted to make a difference.
Yeah.
How can I make a difference? How can my voice be used? So, this year, at the World Whale Film Festival, it's a really great opportunity to look forward and how we can protect our oceans. But at the same time, it's going to give our community an opportunity to look back at our organization and how it started and where we're moving from here. So it really is a unique opportunity.
And it wouldn't be possible really without a lot of the volunteers. You have a huge staff.
A huge staff and a huge staff of volunteers. We have an army of volunteers that help us, to put on all these.
I'm sure they're going to be down there on the 22nd.
They will definitely.
Friday.
Anytime Pacific Whale Foundation is doing something, these volunteers come out in droves. We appreciate them. I see them in the office all the time. They're walking by my door, and we really couldn't do what we do. Yeah, the volunteers, the guests on our vessels, the folks that help us just spread the word about just environmental stewardship. It really takes an entire island. It takes a community. It really takes a world to address some of these things. Yeah, it takes that village. So
and before we finish up, and I guess unfortunately Ben didn't call in from the Shaolin. I don't know. Maybe the lion ate him. When you're dealing with these lions, you never know quite know what's going to happen.
I've watched them. They can.
These lion dancers.
He may be gone. I hope not.
But before we go into what's going on with all the different Chinese New Year celebrations going on, there's lots of them. I do also want to mention and give a shout out to the wonderful people who are at the shop there, and the best quality at Pacific Whale Foundation, totally eco-friendly, everything from backpacks or completely recycled backpacks to hats. To the straws, the straw carriers,
bamboo plates, towels, hats, anything you want. Yeah, you can also find us online there. So if you're looking, you can go online and do your web-based shopping, or if you want to come into the store. 20% always for our members. So come in and check out the amazing eco products that we have in our store. It's the one in Lahaina on Front Street. It's been totally remodeled, and we're getting ready to go through remodel in Ma'alaya.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, you should go check out the Lahaina store on Front Street, right beside Paia Fish Market, across from the banyan tree.
Oh, okay.
It's totally remodeled, a beautiful store now, and a really great experience. So if you haven't seen that, go check out our new store, and of course the one in Ma'alaya is there. You can look for some changes in the new year.
Well, you can check it out, when you get up there for all the special Chinese New Year celebrations.
That's right. So. Check those things out. Cindy, we appreciate you having us.
Well, I appreciate you coming in. You're a very good communicator, and I know you absolutely are totally behind it, heart and soul.
Absolutely.
And 14 years taking care of all those vessels and things going out there.
That's a long time. A lot of great folks there that help make this thing go.
You're going to get me a cruise, right?
We're going to get you a cruise. Give me a call, and we'll get the rest of you guys cruises. If you give us a call, 249-8811 or 1-800-WHALE-11. If you're Kama'aina, make sure to ask for that Kama'aina discount.
40%, folks.
40% off for a Kama'aina. So you guys enjoy that. Get out on the water and learn a little something about the ocean that's right in your backyard.
I love it. Good job, Blake.
Thanks, Cindy. We appreciate you having us.
You're a natural. Next thing you know, you can be taking over Greg's position doing interviews.
I don't know. I like the boat part.
You like the boat? I do, too.
All right.
Well, I just want to give everyone a rundown because it is officially Chinese New Year today. And Ben Seng was supposed to call in. I don't know what happened. But, the guy, I'm not going to give him a hard time because the guy keeps so busy. And today is the kickoff of the year of the boar. And I do believe he's going to be over there at Jennifer's, Saigon Cafe over there. Oh, they do it always right on the night. So that's tonight in the parking lot there. They do it at one of my favorite restaurants, really. I love that Vietnamese restaurant. So you can check it out there. Also, it's going to be happening on Second Friday. They're going to be doing it in Lahaina. And also there's a special Gong Hei Fa Choi celebration of Chinese New Year on Saturday from 2 to 4. It's the Year of the Boar, of course. And that's going to be happening at Lahaina Cannery Center. And there'll be firecrackers, the dancing lions, there'll be martial arts entertainment, and it's all free from 2 to 4 in Lahaina. So that's great. And also happening in Lahaina for Second Friday, if you might want to check this out, from 2 to 7, the Wohing Museum, on Front Street, is having a special cultural activity it's a beautiful building there in Lahaina. If you haven't been there to the Wohing Museum, definitely do check it out. And our friends at Kaanapali Beach Hotel are doing a massive Chinese New Year brunch, which is going to be huge up there. When they do brunches, more food than you could ever even dream of eating. And they're also going to have the fireworks and lion dancers. And yes, our Shaolin Art Society will be there too, 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock. Also live Hawaiian entertainment. And that's going to be, they say reservations required, so you might want to call them for that. And if I were you, I'd just go spend the night up there in Lahaina, go to the Chinese New Year celebration in Lahaina Cannery Mall, spend the night at Kaanapali Beach Hotel, and then eat all you can eat and enjoy the Year of the Boar. They're going to have ahi shoyu poke, kimchi taco poke, chilled crab legs, cow yak. Yes, it is called cow yak. And chicken choy sum and Chinese roast duck and beef broccoli and pork bitter melon and shrimp and appetizers and desserts and a keiki station. And more, their number is 667-0124, 667-0124. And our friends at the Queen Manu Center, the Ao Sheldon, then get over there in the afternoon and do it at the Queen Manu Center from 2 until 4 on Sunday. So it's a big deal here, and if you want to know a little bit about the Year of the Boar, this is really an important thing. It's the first new moon, as you might have noticed, it's the first new moon of the year when there's no moon shining in the night skies. Now, that makes no sense, does it? So it's the first new moon of the year when there's no moon shining in the night skies, I guess, tonight. As we look and hope for better years, we can look to the boar to give us the unique energy that embodies this oftentimes misunderstood, strong, and intelligent animal. The boar is the last of the 12 of the Chinese zodiac animals. It's considered to be very auspicious because of that, because it brings about the end of the completion of the 12-year cycle. And the Western zodiac equivalent of the end of the cycle is Pisces. Of course, you might know that if you follow astrology. But the boar is a powerful animal. Do you believe this? They'd rather avoid a fight. When cornered, though, the strength and powerful cunningness will be fully activated. So if you're a boar, you might know this. You can take advantage of the boar's strength this year to overcome hardships, problems you might encounter by being focused and strong-willed to accomplish and overcome. And that might help you with family and any relationship. So think about focusing and using the boar's strength for that. The boar is also strongly family-oriented. This will be a good year for making family bonds stronger and settling long family disputes. Clear the air so that life can truly be enjoyed. Be protective of loved ones, close and far away. Make your family relationships stronger so that you can positively affect the world around you. And all things involving love matters. The boar is extremely prolific. I guess we could tie this in with Hawaiian culture. There was a boar, the story of the boar and the Maui story. The boar is extremely prolific and has strong survival instincts. Use that energy to enhance positive romantic outcomes, less ego and more humble action to show your strength, focus, intelligence, and wisdom. And so here's wishing you a powerful Year of the Boar. Gong Hei Fa Choi, even though I read that you're not supposed to say that because that's actually the Hong Kong way of saying Chinese New Year, Happy New Year. But I'm going to say it because it's the only way I know how to say Gong Hei Fa Choi, Happy New Year. And may all of your dreams come true in business, money matters, love, family, and may the universe give you what you really need. Gong Hei Fa Choi. Thank you for listening.
The Blood Bank of Hawaii.